The Council's decision. In a vast room filled with shimmering lights and holographic displays, the Galactic Council gathered to discuss the troubling situation in the galaxy. Representatives from different species filled the seats, each one unique in appearance and culture. The Council was the governing body of multiple planets, and they had the power to make important decisions. Today, they faced a question that was causing great concern: what to do about the humans of Earth. Chancellor Varan, a tall alien with shimmering scales, tapped his long fingers on the table. "We cannot ignore the reports about human behavior," he stated, his voice echoing in the large chamber. "They claim to be peaceful, yet they have a history of violence. We must determine if they are truly a threat to our galaxy." A murmur ran through the council members. Some were skeptical of humans, while others saw them as potential allies. From the back of the room, a short, furry alien named Grohl raised his hand. "But humans are known for their unpredictability. They can create weapons of unimaginable power. Should we really trust them?" Another member, a tall insect-like creature named Sylar, leaned forward. "We should not forget that humans have never been part of our galactic wars. They seem fearful of conflict. Their approach to problems is to negotiate rather than fight." Chancellor Varan frowned. "Fear is not a sign of weakness. It could be a cover for their true intentions. We should send a delegation to Earth. We need to understand their real nature." The room fell silent as everyone considered the suggestion. After a few moments, a young council member named Rena spoke up. "If we send a team to Earth, we should go prepared. We need to gather information, observe their behavior, and assess their capabilities. Only then can we decide what to do." Varan nodded, his mind racing with possibilities. "Very well, we shall send a delegation. I will choose a group of representatives to travel to Earth. We must not underestimate them, nor should we assume they are harmless." As the council members continued to debate the specifics, Captain Mia Hart, a human representative who had been invited to observe the proceedings, listened carefully. She was seated in a small section reserved for humans, her heart pounding in her chest. The council did not know much about her species, and she felt a mix of fear and excitement. She had always believed that humans could earn respect in the galaxy, but how could she convince the council of that? Later, in her quarters aboard the council ship, Maya reflected on what she had heard. The council viewed humans as unpredictable and potentially dangerous, but they also underestimated their capacity for creativity and unity. She knew that humans had faced many challenges throughout their history, and they had always found a way to adapt and survive. Mia took a deep breath and began to formulate a plan. If the council was sending a team to Earth, she would make sure they saw humanity at its best. She had to show them that humans were not just a fearful species, but a group of innovative and resilient individuals. The next day, the council announced the delegation that would travel to Earth. Mia was surprised to learn that she had been chosen to join the team. Alongside her were a few other representatives, each with unique skills. There was Dr. Haler, an expert in human psychology, and Kira, a skilled diplomat from the aquatic planet of Zephyria. As they prepared for the journey, Mia gathered her team to discuss their approach. "We need to impress the council," she said, her voice steady. "We will show them how humans solve problems and our ability to work together. We must demonstrate our strengths without resorting to violence." Dr. Haller nodded. "I believe we can set up simulations that showcase human tactics and resourcefulness. We should create scenarios that highlight our unique strategies." Kira added, "We must be respectful but confident. If the council sees us as fearful, they will not take us seriously." Mia felt a sense of purpose as they made their plans. They had a chance to change the council's perspective on humanity, and she was determined to seize that opportunity. When the delegation finally arrived on Earth, they were greeted with a mix of excitement and curiosity. The humans in the area were eager to meet their alien visitors, but some also felt nervous about how they would be perceived. Maya felt the weight of responsibility on her shoulders. She had to lead by example and prove that humans were capable of great things. As they began their demonstrations, Maya reminded her team of their goals. We must show them our potential. Let us demonstrate our creativity, problem-solving skills, and most importantly, our courage. We may be small in stature compared to them, but we are mighty in spirit. The delegation prepared to meet the council members again, and Mia's heart raced with anticipation. Would they see the truth about humans? Would they understand that fear could lead to caution, but could also drive individuals to become stronger and more united? With determination in her heart, Maya stepped forward, ready to make her mark in history. The Galactic Council would soon learn that humans were not afraid of war in the way they thought. Instead, they had a different kind of strength that came from their experiences and their will to survive. The stage was set for a remarkable journey ahead, and Mia was ready to lead the way. The demonstration. The delegation from the Galactic Council had settled into a bustling city on Earth, where technology and nature coexisted harmoniously. Humans were known for their innovations, and this city was a shining example of that. Skyscrapers gleamed in the sunlight, while parks and gardens provided a sense of calm amidst the urban energy. As they walked through the city, Mia Hart felt a surge of pride for her home planet. The team had prepared several demonstrations to showcase human abilities. Their first presentation would take place at a large outdoor arena, where they had set up various activities to highlight human resilience, teamwork, and ingenuity. Mia was both excited and anxious. This was their chance to change the perceptions of the Galactic Council. On the day of the demonstration, a crowd gathered at the arena, buzzing with anticipation. Council members, including Chancellor Veran and Dr. Haller, arrived to observe the events. The arena was filled with human spectators, eager to see what their representatives would show to the galaxy. Mia stood at the front, dressed in a fitted uniform that represented humanity. She could feel the weight of the council's expectations on her shoulders. Turning to her team, she said, "Let's show them what we can do. Remember, we need to impress them with our skills and our spirit." The first event involved a simulated rescue operation. Maya led her team through a scenario where they had to save a group of stranded people from a disaster. The situation was set in a mock environment that mimicked a collapsing building. Maya took charge, guiding her team as they quickly devised a plan to reach the trapped victims. "Dr. Heller, use your skills to assess the risks," she instructed. "Kira, help me with the rescue gear. We need to work together and stay focused." As they executed the rescue plan, the spectators watched in awe. The humans communicated effectively, strategizing on the fly and adapting to unexpected challenges. When they successfully reached the victims and brought them to safety, the crowd erupted in applause. Maya felt a surge of confidence. This was only the beginning. Next, the team showcased a combat simulation that highlighted human ingenuity. They demonstrated various techniques, including hand-to-hand combat, the use of improvised weapons, and strategic thinking. Maya led the charge, showcasing her skills and fearlessness. She knew that her performance would speak volumes about humanity's capabilities. Chancellor Veran and other council members watched intently. Some appeared impressed, while others were still skeptical. As the combat simulation concluded, Veran stood up and addressed the crowd. "Humans have shown remarkable skills today, but can they maintain this level of performance under pressure?" With that question hanging in the air, Mia sensed the challenge. "We will show you our strength when it truly matters," she called out to the council, determination clear in her voice. "We will face any challenge, no matter the odds." The crowd roared in support, their cheers filling the arena. Mia's heart raced with exhilaration as they moved to the next demonstration, problem-solving challenges that required creativity and teamwork. The first challenge involved a puzzle that represented a complex crisis. The humans had to work together to figure out the best solution. Mia quickly assessed the situation, rallying her team. "We need to think outside the box. Let's brainstorm ideas and break down the problem." As they worked together, the team showcased their ability to collaborate effectively. Ideas flowed freely, and they built upon each other's suggestions. With every passing minute, the tension in the arena grew. Spectators watched closely, intrigued by how the humans navigated the complex puzzle. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, they arrived at a solution. The crowd erupted in applause once more. Mia beamed with pride as she felt a sense of accomplishment wash over her. They had not only shown their skills, but also their capacity for creative thinking. As the final demonstration approached, Mia knew they needed to impress the council one last time. The last challenge would test their ability to handle pressure in a crisis. The scenario involved a surprise attack from an unknown enemy, and the team had to respond quickly and effectively. Mia called her team together for a final huddle. This is it. We need to show them that we can handle anything, even in the face of danger. Let's work as one unit and display our courage. When the simulation began, chaos erupted in the arena. Sounds of alarms and sirens filled the air as the teams sprang into action. They quickly strategized and executed their plan flawlessly, demonstrating not just individual skills, but the power of teamwork. Each member played a crucial role, and Mia was at the forefront, leading the charge. As the simulation reached its climax, the team triumphed against the simulated threat. The crowd went wild with excitement, and council members looked impressed. Maya felt a surge of pride. They had successfully showcased what humans were capable of. After the demonstration, Mia and her team gathered to discuss their performance. They were exhausted but elated. "I think we did it," Kira exclaimed, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "We showed them our strength." Dr. Haller smiled, nodding in agreement. "This will definitely change their perception of us." Mia felt a wave of relief and hope wash over her. "We've taken the first step. The council now sees that humans can rise to challenges and work together. But this is just the beginning. We need to prove that we are more than just a species that fears war." As they returned to their quarters, Mia couldn't shake the feeling that they had made a significant impact. The Galactic Council would be forced to reconsider their view on humanity. They were not just fearful beings. They were innovative, resilient, and capable of standing strong in the face of adversity. And Mia was determined to ensure that they would be recognized as allies, not just survivors. "You said." The council's reaction. After the demonstration, excitement filled the air. The team members buzzed with energy, eager to hear the Galactic Council's response. They had faced the challenges with bravery, and now it was time to see if their efforts had changed perceptions. Maya Hart stood at the front of the group, her heart racing with anticipation. The council members gathered in a large conference room, their expressions serious. Mia's team was invited to present their findings and results from the demonstration. They walked into the room, which was adorned with symbols of various alien cultures, a reminder of the diverse galaxy they were part of. Chancellor Varen sat at the head of the table, flanked by other council members, including Dr. Haller. The atmosphere felt tense. Mia took a deep breath and stepped forward. "Thank you for having us today. We appreciate the opportunity to showcase our capabilities as humans." Varen nodded but didn't smile. "You performed well in the demonstrations, but our concerns about humans still linger. The galaxy has seen conflicts, and many still believe that humans fear war. What can you say to counter that perception?" Mia felt a mix of determination and frustration. "We know that fear exists, but it is not our defining trait. We have faced challenges throughout our history and have always found ways to adapt and overcome. The demonstrations showed our strengths: teamwork, creativity, and resilience. We can rise to any occasion." Dr. Haller leaned forward, a glimmer of interest in his eyes. "Your performance was impressive, but we need more than just skills. We need to know how you will react when faced with real danger. Can humans be trusted to stand with us in times of crisis?" Mia felt the weight of that question. "We understand the need for trust. We are committed to proving ourselves. As part of our next steps, we would like to participate in joint training exercises with the Council's forces. We want to demonstrate our commitment to cooperation and unity." A murmur spread through the council members. Varen glanced at his colleagues, deep in thought. After a moment, he nodded slowly. Very well. We will allow you to participate in a joint exercise, but be aware that this will be a true test. There are no guarantees of safety. Mia felt a wave of relief mixed with anxiety. We accept the challenge. We will show you that humans are more than capable allies. As they left the conference room, excitement filled the air. The team erupted in cheers. Kira couldn't contain her enthusiasm. We did it. They agreed to let us train with them. Mia smiled, feeling a sense of pride. Yes, but we need to prepare ourselves. This is just the beginning. We must train harder than ever before. Days passed quickly as preparations for the joint training exercise began. The humans worked tirelessly, focusing on their physical fitness and honing their combat skills. They practiced teamwork strategies, pushing each other to their limits. Mia led the charge, setting a rigorous schedule and encouraging her teammates to stay focused. On the eve of the joint exercise, Maya felt a mix of nerves and excitement. They had trained hard, but facing the council's forces would be a different challenge. She gathered her team for a final meeting before the event. Tomorrow, we will be tested, she said, looking each member in the eye. But I believe in all of you. We have prepared, and we are ready to show them what humans can do. Let's go in there and prove ourselves. The next day, they arrived at a vast training facility, where council forces were already gathered. The facility was a blend of advanced technology and natural elements, showcasing the diversity of alien cultures. Maida's team felt small in comparison to the powerful alien soldiers surrounding them. As they approached the training grounds, Varen greeted them with a stern expression. Welcome to the training exercise. You will face various scenarios that will test your skills, adaptability, and teamwork. I suggest you give it your all. Mia felt her heart pound in her chest. We will do our best. The first challenge was a simulated attack scenario. Mia's team had to defend a base from an incoming force. They quickly formulated a plan, utilizing the skills they had practiced. The aliens, with their advanced technology, were formidable opponents. Still, the humans relied on their creativity and quick thinking to outmaneuver their adversaries. As the exercise began, chaos erupted. The humans communicated efficiently, adapting to the fast-changing circumstances. They fought bravely, utilizing their knowledge and teamwork to hold their ground. Mia led the charge, coordinating her team and encouraging them to stay focused. They worked together seamlessly, showcasing the very spirit that the council had doubted. The first round ended with Mia's team successfully defending the base. The council members looked surprised. Varen's expression softened slightly. Impressive. You've managed to hold your ground against our forces. With renewed confidence, Maya felt invigorated. They moved on to the next challenge, which tested their problem-solving skills in a rescue scenario. They were tasked with saving alien soldiers trapped in a simulated disaster zone. The team worked together, using their ingenuity and adaptability to navigate the challenges. As the day continued, Maya's team faced various scenarios, each more challenging than the last. With each success, they gained confidence, proving that humans were more than just a species that feared war. They were capable, resourceful, and courageous. As the sun began to set, the council gathered to discuss the results. Mia's heart raced as she awaited their verdict. The tension in the air was palpable, and she could feel her team's anticipation. Finally, Varen spoke. You have shown remarkable skills and resilience today. While there are still questions about your species, your performance has made an impression. We will take your request for collaboration seriously. Mia and her team erupted in cheers. They had made a significant impact. Thank you, Mia shouted, her heart swelling with pride. They had changed perceptions, and the journey to proving themselves had only just begun. A new challenge. After the successful joint training exercises, Mia and her team felt a surge of confidence. They had proven their skills to the Galactic Council, but they knew that the real test was just beginning. The Council had promised to consider a collaboration with humanity, but they needed to continue showing their worth. The following week, a new announcement from the Council caught everyone's attention. A dangerous mission had come up. A distress signal was received from a distant planet plagued by a severe storm and a mysterious alien creature. The Council needed a team to investigate and help any survivors. This was an opportunity for Mia's team to demonstrate their abilities in a real-world scenario. Mia gathered her team in their meeting room, excitement and nerves swirling in the air. "This is it, everyone," she said, pacing back and forth. "We have a chance to prove ourselves even further. This mission could show the Council that humans are not just capable in training, but in actual combat as well." Kira raised her hand, her eyes wide with determination. "What's the plan? We need to prepare for anything." Mia nodded, grateful for Kira's enthusiasm. "First, we need to gather as much information as we can about the planet. We need to know what we're up against before we head out. Then we'll develop a strategy for the mission." The team quickly got to work, poring over data and simulations about the planet. It was known as Tursalon, a rocky world with a harsh atmosphere and powerful storms. The distress signal was traced to a small research base, where scientists were studying the planet's unique flora and fauna. As they planned, Maya felt a mix of excitement and fear. This mission would not be a simple training exercise. It was a real situation, and the stakes were high. They had to be ready for anything. After several hours of intense preparation, the team boarded a small starship provided by the Council. The ship was equipped with advanced technology, but Mia insisted they keep their human instincts sharp. They had trained for this moment, and now they were ready to face the unknown. As they traveled through space, Kira gazed out the window, watching the stars zoom past. "It's beautiful out here," she said, her voice filled with awe. "But I can't help but wonder what we'll find on Tursalon." Mia leaned back in her seat, contemplating the same thought. "We will face whatever comes our way. We've trained hard, and we are ready to show the galaxy what humans can do." After a short journey, they entered the atmosphere of Tursalon. The planet was shrouded in thick clouds, lightning flashing ominously. Maya felt a knot in her stomach as they descended, the ship shaking violently from turbulence. "Hold on," Mia shouted, gripping her seat as the ship lurched. They managed to stabilize and touch down near the research base. The moment they landed, Mia's team sprang into action, quickly donning their gear and preparing to leave the ship. As they stepped outside, the storm raged around them, winds howling and rain pelting down. Visibility was low, and the ground was muddy and treacherous. The atmosphere felt heavy, and Mia's heart raced as she surveyed the scene. "Stay close and keep your eyes peeled," Mia instructed her team. They moved cautiously toward the research base, where flickering lights indicated someone might still be inside. As they approached the entrance, a loud roar echoed through the storm, shaking the ground beneath their feet. Everyone froze, hearts pounding. Kira's eyes widened. What was that? Mia gripped her weapon tightly. "I don't know, but we need to keep moving." They entered the base, finding it in disarray. Papers were scattered everywhere, and equipment lay overturned. Mia spotted a control panel that was still active. She rushed over, hoping to gather more information. "Can you get any readings?" Kira asked, scanning the room. Mia nodded as she worked on the panel. "Let me see what I can find." After a moment, the screen flickered to life, displaying a series of reports. "It looks like the team here was conducting research on a new species. They reported a sudden attack from a creature they encountered. There are survivors, but the conditions are worsening." "Let's find them," Kira urged. "They need our help." Mia glanced at the map on the screen, pointing to a secure area deeper within the base. "This is where they're located, but we need to be careful. That creature could still be lurking around." As they moved through the base, the sound of crashing could be heard in the distance. The storm howled outside, but the chaos inside felt even more threatening. Maya felt a surge of adrenaline as they reached the secure area. They opened the door to find several scientists huddled together, fear etched on their faces. "Thank goodness you're here," one of them exclaimed. "We thought we were done for." Mia quickly assessed the situation. "We're here to help. We need to move you to safety, but there's a creature out there that attacked you. Can you tell us more about it?" One of the scientists, a tall alien with bright blue skin, stepped forward. "It was massive, like nothing we've ever seen. It has long limbs and is incredibly fast. We barely escaped." Kira exchanged a glance with Mia. "We need a plan to get everyone out." Suddenly, a loud crash echoed through the base. The creature had followed them. Maya felt her heart race. "Everyone, stay behind us," she shouted. The creature burst through the door, its massive form blocking the exit. It roared, its eyes filled with fury. The scientists screamed, and panic filled the room. Maya felt fear wash over her, but she pushed it aside. "Kira, you take the lead. Distract it while we guide everyone out. We need to get them to safety." Kira nodded, determination shining in her eyes. "Got it." As Kira moved forward to confront the creature, Mia and the others quickly moved to usher the scientists toward the exit. They had to stay focused. The teamwork they had developed during training would be crucial now. The room filled with chaos as Kira engaged the creature. Mia heard her shouting commands, using her agility to dodge the creature's powerful swipes. Mia's heart raced, but she couldn't let fear take over. They were here to save lives, and they had to succeed. With the scientists moving toward safety, Maya turned her attention back to Kira. The creature lunged, but Kira expertly dodged and struck back. Maya felt pride swell in her chest. Kira was showing extraordinary bravery, and it inspired Mia to act. "Now," Mia shouted, guiding the scientists out. As they moved toward the exit, Mia glanced back to see Kira still holding her ground against the beast. The creature roared, and in that moment, Mia felt a rush of determination. They could do this. They would fight for each other and the lives of those they were trying to save. "Let's go," Mia urged, leading the scientists outside. They could hear the chaos inside, but they had to keep moving. The storm raged on, but they wouldn't let fear stop them. As they reached the ship, Maya looked back at Kira, still bravely battling the creature. "We can't leave her behind," she yelled. One of the scientists hesitated. "But she's fighting it alone." Mia shook her head. "No one fights alone. We go back for her." With resolve, Mia and the scientists turned back toward the base, ready to face the creature together. They would prove their worth and show the galaxy that humans were not to be underestimated. They were fighters, and they would stand united against any challenge. The fight for survival. Mia and the scientists rushed back into the chaotic scene of the research base, their hearts pounding in unison. The storm continued to rage outside, but inside, the air was thick with tension and fear. The creature, a massive beast with sharp claws and glowing eyes, roared as it battled Kira, who was dodging its attacks with remarkable agility. "We have to distract it," Mia shouted, glancing at the scientists who looked terrified. "Get something, anything, we can use to create noise or throw it off." One of the scientists, a small alien with vibrant green skin named Tarka, nodded quickly. "There are emergency flares in the storage room. They might distract the creature." "Good thinking." "Kira, hold on," Mia yelled, rushing toward the storage room as she heard Kira shout for help. Inside the storage room, Mia quickly scanned the shelves. There were crates filled with various equipment, but she spotted the emergency flares almost immediately. She grabbed as many as she could carry and hurried back to the main area, where the battle continued. Kira was holding her ground, but the creature was relentless, swiping at her with its massive claws. Mia's heart raced as she shouted, "Kira, we're coming to help." Kira glanced back, her face determined. "Just give me a second," Mia quickly handed the flares to Tarka and another scientist. "Get ready. On my count, we're going to make some noise." The scientists nodded, fear replaced by a glimmer of determination. Maya took a deep breath, focusing on the task ahead. 3, 2, 1, now. Tarka and the other scientist ignited the flares and tossed them into the air. The bright lights flashed and crackled, casting eerie shadows across the room. The creature paused, momentarily distracted by the sudden burst of color and noise. "Now's our chance," Mia yelled, sprinting toward Kira. "Get out of there." Kira didn't need to be told twice. She dodged one last swipe from the creature and joined Mia as they dashed toward the exit. The creature, agitated by the flares, turned its attention toward them, growling fiercely. "Go, go, go," Mia shouted, pushing the scientists ahead of them. They rushed toward the ship, adrenaline fueling their escape. But just as they reached the door, the creature lunged, blocking their path. Mia's heart sank. "We can't let it stop us now." Kira stepped forward, eyes fierce. "I'll hold it off. You all get on the ship." "No way. We fight together," Mia insisted, refusing to leave Kira behind. In that moment, Kira and Mia exchanged a look of understanding. They had trained hard for this. They were a team, and they wouldn't abandon each other. The creature roared, baring its teeth as it prepared to charge again. Maya and Kira stood their ground, ready to face the beast together. "Let's do this," Kira shouted, her voice echoing through the chaos. Mia felt a surge of courage. On 3, 1, 2, 3. As the creature lunged at them, they dodged to the side, using the ship as cover. They fired their weapons, the bright beams of light striking the creature. It recoiled, confused and enraged, but it was not finished yet. The scientists had managed to board the ship, watching in awe as Mia and Kira fought. "You can do this," Tarka shouted, his voice filled with encouragement. With renewed determination, Mia and Kira coordinated their attacks. They moved in sync, dodging and weaving, striking at the creature when it least expected it. Kira leaped onto a nearby crate, gaining a higher vantage point. "Now," Kira yelled, as she prepared to launch a distraction. Mia threw another flare at the creature, the bright light flashing across its eyes. The creature roared, swiping blindly at the light, giving Kira the opening she needed. She leaped down, landing gracefully behind the creature. "Now," Kira shouted again, and they struck together, delivering a well-timed blow that staggered the creature. It howled in pain, but instead of retreating, it turned its furious gaze toward them. Mia's heart raced. "We have to finish this." Just as the creature lunged again, a loud crash echoed through the base. The ship's engines roared to life, and the scientist pilot, feeling the urgency of the situation, had decided to help. He opened fire from the ship, sending blasts toward the creature. The beast turned its attention away from Mia and Kira, giving them the perfect opportunity. "Now, we have to get back to the ship," Mia shouted. Against the odds, they would face whatever challenges lay ahead together, and Mia knew they were ready for whatever came next. The galaxy would see that humans were not afraid of war. They would embrace it, united as one. Kira nodded, and they sprinted toward the ship, dodging the creature's furious swipes. They climbed aboard just as the ship took off, narrowly avoiding the creature's claws. Maya felt the ship lift off the ground, the storm outside still raging. They were safe, but the battle wasn't over yet. The creature roared in anger, but it couldn't reach them now. As they soared into the sky, Maya looked around at her team. The scientists were shaken but safe, and Kira was panting heavily but smiling. "We did it." Tarka wiped his brow, relief flooding his features. "I can't believe we survived that." Mia took a deep breath, her heart still racing. "We worked together. That's what matters." As they made their way back to the Galactic Council, Maya felt a surge of pride. They had faced a real threat, and come out victorious. They had proven that humans were not to be underestimated. This mission had shown the Council that humanity was strong, brave, and capable of fighting the Council's response. The journey back to the Galactic Council was filled with a mix of excitement and anxiety. Mia, Kira, and the scientists gathered in the ship's control room, reviewing the data they had collected during their harrowing encounter. The air buzzed with anticipation as they prepared to present their findings. Mia leaned over the console, her fingers dancing over the screens displaying images of the creature they had fought. "We need to show them everything. The data, the recordings, and most importantly, how we fought back together," she said, her voice steady and determined. Kira, still catching her breath from the intense battle, nodded in agreement. "We need them to understand that humans are not just survivors. We're warriors." As the ship approached the massive council complex, the scientists exchanged nervous glances. The Galactic Council had long viewed humans as weak and fearful, unworthy of respect or responsibility. But today, they hoped to change that perception. "Prepare to dock," Mia called out, taking her position at the controls. The ship glided smoothly into the docking bay, and the door hissed open, revealing a vast chamber filled with representatives from various alien species. Mia and her team stepped off the ship, feeling the weight of the Council's gaze upon them. The Council members were an array of colors and shapes, their expressions unreadable as they awaited their report. At the front stood Councillor Vinex, a tall, imposing figure with shimmering blue skin. "You have returned from the mission," Vinex stated, his voice booming in the vast chamber. "What have you to report?" Mia stepped forward, trying to keep her nerves in check. "We encountered a dangerous creature on the planet, one that posed a significant threat to our research base. However, we fought back. We worked together as a team, using our skills to survive and ultimately drive the creature away." The Council members exchanged whispers, their skepticism evident. "You claim humans fought a creature and survived?" asked a Council member with bright yellow skin and multiple eyes. "This seems improbable." Kira took a step forward, her eyes fierce. "We did not just survive. We fought hard and outsmarted it. We have recordings and data to prove it." Mia gestured for Tarka to display the data on the screens. Images of the creature flashed across the room, showcasing its size and strength. The recordings captured their frantic battle, showing Kira dodging the creature's attacks and Mia launching flares to distract it. "See," Tarka said, pointing at the screen. "We worked as a unit. We fought as equals. This isn't just a story. It's proof that humans can stand up to threats." Councillor Vinex's expression softened slightly as he watched the footage, but skepticism still lingered in his eyes. "While this is impressive, it does not change the fact that humans have historically chosen to avoid conflict." Mia felt a surge of frustration but held her tongue. "We didn't choose this fight. It chose us. But we stood up for ourselves and each other. We are not afraid." The Council members leaned closer, intrigued by Mia's passionate words. "If humans can fight and work together in such dangerous situations, then perhaps we have underestimated your potential," Vinex said, a hint of respect creeping into his tone. Mia took a deep breath, feeling hope blossom in her chest. "We're not just survivors. We're warriors. We are willing to protect our own, and we can fight alongside you if necessary. We will not shy away from the battles ahead." The Council murmured among themselves, weighing her words. Finally, Councillor Vinex spoke again. "We will review your data and discuss its implications. You may have opened a door for humanity that was previously closed." Mia exchanged a hopeful glance with Kira and the scientists. They had done it. They had made an impact. But the battle for respect was far from over. As they left the Council chamber, Mia felt a mix of relief and anticipation. They had faced a beast together and returned with proof of their strength. The Council's recognition would be a long process, but today was a step in the right direction. The Galactic Alliance. After the meeting with the Galactic Council, Mia, Kira, and their team felt a surge of energy coursing through them. They had opened a door, but they knew they needed to push further to secure humanity's place in the galaxy. The Council's initial recognition was only the beginning, and they needed to build upon it. As they settled into the ship for their return trip to Earth, Mia turned to her crew. "We must organize a training program. If we're going to be seen as equals in this galaxy, we need to showcase our skills and prepare for whatever threats lie ahead." Kira's eyes sparkled with enthusiasm. "We can use the footage from our encounter to develop combat drills. If we can teach other humans how to fight like we did, it will show the Council we're serious." Tarka chimed in, his voice brimming with excitement. "And we can reach out to other alien species for their training methods. We'll learn from them and share what we know. It will be a true exchange." Mia nodded, feeling a rush of determination. "Exactly. Let's put together a proposal for the Council. We'll suggest a series of joint training sessions between humans and the different species. If we can show that we're not only willing to learn but also to teach, it will solidify our standing." The team worked tirelessly over the following weeks, crafting a detailed plan. They presented their proposal to the Council, outlining the benefits of joint training programs. Humans could share their unique combat strategies while learning from the advanced techniques of other species. The Council was intrigued but hesitant, fearing the chaos that might ensue from such an ambitious undertaking. Councillor Vinex, still holding a skeptical stance, raised a brow. "You wish to open your ranks to potential danger. Teaching combat can lead to more conflict." Mia stepped forward, her voice steady. "It's true, but it can also foster unity. We've already seen that we can fight alongside each other. By training together, we'll build trust and understanding. We're not afraid of conflict. We embrace it as a part of growth." The Council debated for what felt like hours, weighing the risks and rewards. Finally, after much discussion, they came to a decision. "We will approve your training program," Vinex declared. "However, it will be on a trial basis, with strict guidelines. Should any issues arise, it will be suspended immediately." Mia and her team exchanged excited glances. They had done it. Their vision for a unified approach was becoming a reality. As the training sessions began, a mix of excitement and nervousness filled the air. Humans were teamed up with members of different alien species, each with their unique combat styles and philosophies. The training ground became a melting pot of cultures and techniques. At first, there were challenges. Misunderstandings occurred frequently. One alien species preferred brute strength, while the humans relied on agility and clever tactics. There were moments of frustration as they struggled to communicate effectively. But slowly they began to understand one another. The aliens learned the importance of strategy and teamwork from the humans, while the humans absorbed the fierce combat styles of their allies. They pushed each other, sparred, and practiced maneuvers, each session strengthening their bonds. Mia led many of these sessions, her passion infectious. Kira thrived in the drills, showing her peers just how resourceful a human could be in battle. Tarka often made notes, analyzing techniques and finding ways to improve their strategies. They were all growing together, shaping a formidable force. As weeks turned into months, the training program gained momentum. The Council began to see the positive impact it had on the relations between species. Respect was growing, and the air was filled with a new sense of unity. One day, during a joint training session, a group of alien warriors approached Mia and Kira. "We have heard of your skills and strength," said one, a towering figure with iridescent skin. "We wish to fight alongside you in future battles. We see the potential for true partnership." Mia felt her heart swell with pride. This was exactly what they had hoped for: recognition, acceptance, and collaboration. "We'd be honored to fight alongside you. Together, we can face any threat that comes our way." As the new alliance formed, the Galactic Council's view of humanity shifted dramatically. They began to see humans not as fearful beings, but as brave fighters willing to stand against any odds. The humans had proven themselves time and again, and now the galaxy respected them. One evening, as Mia stood gazing at the stars from the training grounds, Kira joined her. "Can you believe how far we've come?" she asked, a smile on her face. "We started as a misunderstood species, and now we're forging an alliance that can change everything."